United Way celebrates this past year's campaign with its annual luncheon. We have so much to cover, and we want to respect everyone's time. We know it is very difficult for so many of you to get here. Big problems with parking today, so we're going to get started now.
It has been
very well choreographed, right? All right, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Can you guys read that?
So Pikes Peak United Way economic impact this last year is $5,788,000. And a lot of that, most of that, is all from you guys. So thank you very much. Give yourselves a big round of applause again. Thank you guys so much. And thank you guys all for helping us out with that as well.
Hi, I'm Jason Wood, President and CEO of Pikes Peak United Way. And thank you for being here today to join us in our community celebration. You know, your United Way is in the business to improve people's lives. That's why we exist. Today we're celebrating our achievement around campaign. We want to recognize all of our donors, volunteers, and most importantly our sponsors for today, US Bank and FedEx, who underwrote the cost of today's event. It's going to be a great day. Thank you. Join us to live united.
On our fourth meeting, we had announced before the fourth meeting that we thought the task force was ready to make a decision about what to do with the school. But that morning before I got on a plane from Washington, D.C. to go to Hartford and then Newtown, I learned that 30 teachers from Sandy Hook Elementary School had written and released a letter that morning and said that under no conditions, would they go back to that school. And so when I got to Newtown that evening, there were hundreds of people in the council chamber where we held our discussions. There were television cameras everywhere, radio microphones everywhere, families of victims, families of survivors, teachers. And it was the only time we decided to have a private meeting. We cleared the room that night and invited these 30 teachers to meet with the task force. And I'll never forget this experience. There, there's 28 of us and myself and these teachers. We heard the stories that teachers talk about how they heard the gunmen coming down the hall firing away. We heard stories about how teachers stowed their kids under their desks or in storerooms, or took them to the restrooms. I heard one teacher plead with us and tell us that she saw in front of her her fellow colleague get gunned down by the gunman, and as she was writhing and asking for help, he riddled her with bullets. She said, "We don't want to go back to that school." And so when we went back into the city chamber and let all the television cameras and the hundreds of people back into the room, I stood up as the leader of the process and said, "You know, I know we've announced that we were going to make a decision tonight. But tonight's not the night." Our task force was too stunned emotionally to even think about what they had heard. And so we worked through some more issues. We adjourned the meeting, we went home, and no sooner than I got back into my office the next morning, I got a call from the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, and a lot of other media saying to me, "Rich, we told you this would never work. We told you that you believe too much in people. We told you that this community wasn't ready to make a choice and move on." And so 2 weeks later, when we got back together for our fifth meeting, and hopefully our last one, I'll never forget one of the task force members named Laura said at the beginning of the meeting, "I've been thinking about our challenge in this community and the task before us," and she said, "I've come to this conclusion. There is no perfect solution for an imperfect situation. We have to learn how to move forward as best we can."